Before you begin setting up and using myServicePRO software, it's helpful to understand the way the information is organized and the names that are used for common service work components. Why? Well, while we all speak the same language, oftentimes we can use the same words to mean different things. Like fry can be something you eat or how something is cooked, or different words to mean the same thing, such as stream and creek. So in this video, we'll discuss how the information used in a service dispatch or other customer work order is organized, and where appropriate, why it's that way. We will also discuss terms that you will be using, which may need a little getting used to. This is not a how-to video, but it's really background knowledge that will make getting set up and operational much easier. Our software serves many requirements and has a depth of capabilities. As a result, a great deal of thought has gone into the way it's organized and structured to ensure it meets as many needs as possible. Here are some of the things that we needed to consider in developing the software. Because of this, there is a necessary hierarchy to various processes that you use when satisfying a customer's request. Let's start with the customer and a work order itself. Because customers can have both single and multiple facilities or locations to be served, we have a two-layer customer structure. Every location that you serve must be defined as at least a customer and a customer site, or more simply, a site, even if identical, often called the default site. Once entered, these are reusable over and over for as many jobs or work orders as you do for them. If a customer has more than one location where work could be done, that customer then will have not one, but multiple sites. An example of this would be a homeowner whom you serve that also has rental properties that you serve. We define the key component of a customer request as a work order. You may be used to some other description like job, sale, dispatch, or service call, but it's all fundamentally the same. It is the document which defines the customer's request. A work order is created for each service request and is defined through convenient pull-down menus that are either standard or customized to fit the scope of the request. Once the work order has been created, the next logical step is to assign the work order to the technician or technicians that are going to do the work. This is called an assignment. The assignment is technically what you see on the dispatch board calendar. For this discussion, we will create the assignment and give it a pending status. This means it will be on the board, but not yet available to the technician. Once assigned, the first operational action occurs, and that is sending it to the technician or dispatching. When dispatched, the technician receives all of the work order details as well as customer and site details associated with that work order on their electronic device, that is, their Apple, Android, or PC field device. The technician now adds the information about what was done in working the assignment and, in the process, is creating a sales ticket. When all information, including service history and billable items, have been added and the work is finished, the assignment is given a status, like complete, incomplete, on hold, etc. After collecting any payment, capturing a signature, and sending an email to the customer, the ticket is finished and synchronized back to the office. At this point, the ticket can be closed and an invoice created from it. While an invoice may be sent to the customer from the device, on the office side, this invoice may also be sent to the customer for payment, be reviewed by a supervisor, or sent to accounting for in-office processing. That's the basics for the general structure of a customer request. A few things to remember. First, there can only be one unique customer, but they may have many sites. Each site can have many work orders spanning years of activity. To be fully processed, each work order must have at least one assignment, but may have many. and each assignment goes to just one technician. Each technician creates a ticket when their assignment is finished, and together, all of the tickets may be combined, if applicable, into a single invoice. Let's review the structure of the items that a technician uses in creating their sales tickets. These items are created during setup and can be added and edited at any time. They're listed as follows: parent category, subcategory, and then item. This allows you to create a flexible yet quick way for a technician to locate a part or service item. In fact, if you don't have many items, you may not need any categories or subcategories. Now let's take a look at the terms we associate with sending work orders to the technicians. There's not too much here that's not pretty obvious, but remember the order of the job steps. Create a work order, assign the work order to a technician, dispatch the assignment, finish the assignment, and invoice and collect payment. When the work order is assigned in the pending status, it will first appear on the dispatch board under its assigned technician and at the time and date selected. When you've decided on your schedule and are ready, you may then dispatch the pending assignments either one at a time or by dispatching all. This sends the details of the assigned work order to the technician's devices. Just a note, we also provide the option of creating dispatch groups, which are subgroups of the technicians on the main dispatch board. This is useful for users with a large number of technicians serving different areas or serving different trade types, and can be very helpful when scheduling. Assignments may also be dispatched by dispatch group. One other technician term you may use is office-only technician. Some customers choose to set up a technician that does not have a device or is just for holding pending assignments until all the ducks are lined up. These are called non-syncing or office technicians, as opposed to a field technician or syncing technician. Syncing refers to the electronic transaction of sending and receiving information to and from the field device. Syncing is a good place to end this tutorial. Much of the magic of myServicePRO software is in the instant communication of information between the major participants in a work order, that is, the customer, the office, and the field. Customer satisfaction and efficiency are the goals, so the software is designed to maximize communications with a minimal effort, most of which are done without conscious thought. So, here are the communications that occur. Work order information to and from the field. Status of the work order to and from the customer, field, and office. Status of the work order to and from third-party work order providers who are integrated to myServicePRO. This includes American Home Shield, ServiceBench, ServicePower, and LG Electronics. Work order information from over 20 additional third-party work order providers. In your training, you will learn how to set up and manage any and all of the statuses you want to send and receive. Thanks for watching. We look forward to you joining the myServicePRO family.